Hey guys, update on the Crossfire. It's almost going to the mechanic shop. Next week it's gonna go get worked on, and today's video I'm gonna show you what has been done so far to it and what it's gonna need for the winter to start driving it. We could drive it right now, but we got no snow. Well, we got a little dusting, but it needs a little bit of work, so I'll show you guys what it needs. Alright, so update. So right now we're painting the A-arms. We got this one completed. I'll show you guys more. Right here is Bondo because when I picked up the sled, there was a big dent right here. It was pushed right in, and obviously it's not supposed to be like that, so we put Bondo so we can make it flush, so we can get rid of that dent instead of putting a new A-arm on, because obviously this one's still good. It's not rotten or nothing. Now, it was all chipped to shit, just like that. It was all chipped and rusted, just like surface rust. So I grinded it off, and my dad just put this on a couple days ago. So it looks pretty good. Just to clean it up a bit. And I'll show you on this side. I just finished grinding all of this. It's hard to get in with the grinder here. I'm using this. So it's hard to get into the tight spaces. But right now, kind of had this disconnected. I believe we got to take off this bolt here. And then I think this will fall down. And we can pull it right out and take this whole ski setup, put it to the side, and then I could really get all around this shit to get rid of this paint and get up in here and get the rest of that. But pretty well, I got all of that cleared, and soon enough this week I'll be painting this just like the other side, just to clean it up really well. Even this up here, I gotta do a few more spots, but I mean, it's not bad. Also, these rails and this suspension part, we're painting black. We were gonna paint the A-arms black, but it's gonna be hard to get into the tight areas up where it gets closer in, and we don't want to take it all apart. So I found some pretty close paint. So that's what we're doing. We're just sticking to the normal gray that was on it. But all these suspension parts were painted black. I'll show you the other side. All this rail is painted black just to freshen it up, make it look decent. And before we brought this in about a month ago, when we moved it, I pressure washed it all. But I mean, like, it's all dirty from burling up the grass because it was pretty muddy then. So when we brought it in, and she got all dirty. But we're painting all the suspension parts, touch it all up, and I'll show you the other side. I don't know if you guys can really see the well, but we painted this side so far, and a little bit of this side on the suspension part, but we're gonna wait. We have a jack right there. We're gonna jack it up so it's a lot easier to paint, but you guys get the point. We're gonna be cleaning this all up, making it look nice and fresh, and I'll show you guys what the sled needs for it to be good to go before all the snow comes. So starting off, we do need new carbides for the skis. These are completely worn down. She's pretty well gone out of that. So it needs new carbides. It needs new sliders. As you can see, they're pretty well worn down. So it needs new sliders. I think the suspension's all good. We didn't see anything that was wrong with it or feel anything when we drove for a little bit last year. And stabilizers, a little bit, not too bad. See if I can open up the hood here. I'll show you guys. A little bit, just that's holding that up. I don't want to. It needs new intake boots. They're a little bit cracked, so it needs new intake boots. The diamond drive we're going to service because that needs to be serviced every year because stuff can go wrong with that, and you don't want that going because that's an expensive part to fix. So we're going to be servicing that, and my mechanic, he also owns, I think this is a 2011 CROSSFIRE. It was his dad's, and it's a very nice machine. It's a special edition. I forget what kind of edition it is, but it's very nice. It's all blacked out, everything. Very nice. And he has it mint shape, and it's an awesome looking machine. So it also needs the carb boots, diamond drive serviced, and on the computer, on the dash actually, I have a feeling it could be from the GGB exhaust because there's no tuner on it and it's fuel injected. It'll flash like an oil sensor, but there's oil in the box. It's filled, but it just flashes oil, and it shows like a wrench. So my guess is if my mechanic has a computer, he can plug it in and he can see what kind of code. Maybe there could be a sensor in the oil box that it's not reading any oil because maybe the sensor's gone. Or, like I said, it could be from the exhaust from having the GGB can and not tuned. But I don't know. But I got the stock exhaust right there. So for the trail, because I did buy a trail pass for this, I will have to take off the exhaust because cops around my area on the trail, they're very, very picky, and they charge lots of money if you have a can, which is completely nonsense. I don't really care. I might still run with it on. I just have to be very cautious and know when to honk on her and when to not. But I'm going to be also painting that exhaust too and cleaning that up because I like to keep my machines in clean shape. And just little stuff like the tabs here, they're all gone, but I think we're going to be making something up with like buttons. I think we're just putting like black buttons in here and just putting a little bit of silicone. So it just cleans that up. And there's a couple tappers out of the windshield. I need to get new froggy skins because these are all ripped, just worn out for over the years because this is a 2010, so it is an old machine. Let's go put those away before I break them. It's like new froggy skins, and I'm not a big fan of all these stickers on. I think a lot of these stickers were taken off, but if I can find like a new windshield or maybe like a cleaner hood, maybe I'll consider maybe buying it and switching it up. But I just like to have a clean looking machine. So we're getting it ready for next week. It's like I said, it's going to my mechanic, and then the week after, so 2 weeks, it's going to be fully worked on. Everything's going to be fixed. But for right now, that's all I know that's wrong with it that needs to be worked on. The diamond drive doesn't need to be. There's nothing wrong with the diamond drive, but I always got told and read up, always service the diamond drive, keep that top shape, because you don't want that blowing, because I heard that's a very expensive part. So, but yeah, guys, there's an update on it. The Can-Am was in here. I moved it last night because that side was off. We put that side on last night so we can tackle this side, take this side off because it was over there. We pushed it out. But the Can-Am was in here. I didn't really ride much because the the rad relocator was getting put on, and I never took it to my main mechanic. Took it to another guy, but I told him like there was no rush for it because I'm not a big fan of driving in the summer anyways when it's 40 degrees outside and just blaring hot, but I know lots of videos coming up this winter, lots of riding videos, so hopefully you guys enjoy, and just stay tuned. I'm not gone anywhere. I'm still here, and yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this little video, and we'll catch you next time on a riding video. Thanks.